Hello, everybody. Hello, happy Monday. So nice to see so many happy faces popping into the room today. Love all the smiles. What a great way to start a Monday and start a new week. Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Antidote of Song. Hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. For anybody who's new to us today, we are on day 1023 today. It took me a second. 1023 days of continuous singing that we started in the pandemic and are continuing ad infinitum. So for anybody who's new to us today, you can come any day of the week, noon Eastern time, into the Facebook Live room or into this room here and join us for a song and a little uplift for your day. Glad you've all decided to join us today. This is the Daily Antidote of Song. It's a program of Carpe Diem Arts, and we're super excited and grateful to all the folks in the room who make this possible, including the fabulous Katie Abadou, who is running our tech today, coming in from College Park, Maryland. Thank you, Katie, for being here. Randolph Matthews, of course, coming in from the UK, our song leader for the day, and you'll hear more about him in a minute. Pauline and William coming in from Newcastle, UK. Hello, I see the Pauline part, and William, we know you're there. And Phil Hogue coming in from Totnes, who is actually right next to Pauline and William, and he happens to also be related to them. That's pretty cool. Hoda in British Columbia, hello. Arlene in Berkeley, California, hello. Kevin in DC, nice to see you with your golden flute. Hi to Becky in Vancouver and Susan in Ohio. Hello. Hi to Dory and Ollie in Rhode Island. Hello to Deli in Maryland, Jim in New York City, Aloysius in Western Mass. Hello to Susan Scott coming in from somewhere. Glad you're with us today. Hello to Leah in Illinois and Sheila in Florida. Hi Cricket in Maryland, Deborah Denenfeld in Kentucky or somewhere between Kentucky and somewhere. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Hello to Willard coming in from Vermont. Nice to see you. Kate in Charlottesville, Virginia. Nice to see you. Hello to Curly Pops and some other tops in the background. Nice to see you guys also coming in from Vermont. Hello, Amanda and Miles in Michigan. Luda in Victoria. Laris. Hello, Laris with her love sign. Everybody look at Laris's beautiful love sign. I love that sign. Get it? I love it. Coming in from the UK, Laris, it's great to have you again today. Storm in Massachusetts, Linda in Orcas Island, Susan in Seattle, Michelle in Silver Spring, Annette in California, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Kathy coming in from, I think, Colorado, and as she very wisely points out to us, stolen Arapaho and Cheyenne land. So thank you for reminding us to think about the land on which we stand. Cliff coming in from Vermont, Nancy's Irishtown, Washington State, Carolyn, Connecticut, hello, Tom coming in from Nashville, Julie in Ontario, Canada, Bob coming in from Albany, New York, Caroline in DC, Mabel in Massachusetts, Kevin coming in from his hospital bed in Massachusetts, and Kevin, we're sending you lots of love and healing vibes. Jamie in Victoria, and to folks off video today. Oh, and there's Richard. Hello, Richard. Nice to see you. And folks coming in off video, we've got Gary and Bronwyn, Bob, Ann, Jenny, Loriana, Kachina, and Courtney, and Dick and Kathy coming in from Victoria. Nice to see you guys, or at least know you're here in your pajamas. Karen in Oregon, Ralph in Victoria with Penny in the background, and Isabel in Florida, and Hindi and Lynn in Connecticut. I think I got everybody. Let's all take one deep breath. I love when there's so many of you that I have to take that big of a breath. I'm so glad you're all here today. Welcome everybody, and for the folks who are just popping in, hello, and we'll get you on the goodbye end. Super excited today to have with us Randolph Matthews. And Randolph, actually, you're going to need to remind me, is it Jaka Skapkin who maybe told us about you and introduced us? Is he a friend of yours?
Yes, he is a friend of mine. Yes, he introduced. Okay. Hello, everybody.
So Randolph is a composer and vocalist, and he does a lot of solo and collaboration work. He works in a lot of different musical styles, classical, jazz, contemporary, super multidisciplinary, and like that includes like exhibits and choreographers and storytelling, and he's got so much going on. I can't wait till he's done singing isn't really the thing I meant to say, but I'm super excited, of course, to be able to chat with him after this song. Randolph, turning it over to you. Thank you.
So, my wonderful friends, it's wonderful to be with you all today. So we're going to sing together. I wrote a song yesterday, and I'm going to teach you some parts, some very, very simple parts. So the first part, you're just going to listen to it, and you're going to hear it for a moment, is every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve is the melody.
Minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve.
I want to see now the mouse moving,
Every hour, feel the loving,
getting into the words,
stand up,
feeding the grooviness of it
stand up and achieve.
together.
Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve.
Right, that's the first part. You're going to get this. This is easy, beautifully easy. And then the next parts are actually just kind of counterparts, which you can choose to do when I tell you the time comes to choose a part. One part is this. Just on a very simple do shape. We go like this, we go. This part really works well when you start grooving. It doesn't work very well if you just stay in one fixed position. Once you start to sway with it, woo, that baby comes alive. So let's do it again. Let's get it alive. Sway. Just sway first before you start doing it. And you take a nice, wholesome breath. Here we go. And you can click as well, really helps. That's enough of that before you start really getting into it. Okay, and then the last section is another counter response, which is a stand. Goes like this. Stand up, 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 stand achieve, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. And it's got spirit. It's got spirit to it. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up. You've got to think of yourself marching down a street, knocking on the baker's door and telling him to stand up. Going into Starbucks and seeing all the people drinking coffee and saying, stand up, let's walk, leave your coffee, don't bring your coffee. Stand up and achieve. Stand up. That's it. Stand up. So those are your three parts. Okay? I will tell you when they come in, but you'll hear them anyway. You'll hear parts of them coming in, and then you can split and go between them all. Yeah? I've given you enough that you can just play with and just use your voice and just be inspired. Now I shall sing to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh, da, 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 yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Here we go. They try to keep us down with the lies and the frowns, but we'll keep rising up. We won't be giving up. We'll be on the streets with our kindred family and keep our voices high. We'll make our spirits fly every minute, every hour. Feel the loving,
feel the power, stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Come on. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Oh, it's up to you to not back down, yeah. Wear your hearts as your crown, yeah. For the world to see a light, a way, and some harmony, yeah. Whoa, some harmony, yeah. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Every minute, that's right. Every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve, yeah. Every hour, stand up, stand up, stand up. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Stand up and believe, stand up and achieve. Yeah, yeah. All right, stand up and believe, stand up, break down, stand up, everybody, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, yeah, stand up, 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 everybody. Stand up, 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 every minute, stand up, every minute, stand up, every hour, stand up, feel the love, stand up, feel the power, stand up, and believe, stand up, and achieve, every minute, every hour, every minute, feel the power, stand up, and believe, stand up, and achieve every minute, every hour. Feel the love, feel the power. Oh, stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve every minute, every hour. Feel the love, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve every minute, every hour. Feel the love, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve.
Woo! Randolph Matthews making us move and shake and sing and breathe. Thank you so much. That was great. Everybody, please show Randolph. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very, very much. It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure.
That was an absolute gift, really, and we are all very grateful. So let's get right into some chat. Let's start with what can you tell us more about your song?
So this song was inspired by, well, I'm writing. I'm in a mode of writing at this present moment, and I'm allowing my mind to really just be moved by inspiration every morning. I've done this one thing where I've put a piece of paper and a pen at the side of my bed, which has no writing on it at all. And just before I go to bed, each time I go to bed, I say, universe, I'm your conduit. Whatever it is that you want me to write about, sing about, talk about, just put it on that paper. But if it doesn't get onto the paper, put it into my mind. If it doesn't get into my mind, just put it into my groove. If it doesn't get into my groove, just put it into the songs that I sing. If it doesn't get there, put it into my vocal cords. If it's not in my vocal cords, put it into my melody. It's just a reminder of always being empty so that I can be full with the inspiration of the universe that never stops. And so because of that, it's definitely bringing up three particular areas of some, I suppose, my red thread as a human being that I've done for many, many years has always been about love, has always been about humanity, and I think has always been about my curiosity of the world beyond ours, the higher intelligence that exists, whichever way we may want to see it, whether it's God, whether it's the star people, whether it's aliens, you know, something more extraordinary that's out there that for me is profound and gives people something more, that we're not on our own. We're not doing this just on our own. There's something else happening that even scientists can't prove themselves. They can't prove anything in this particular zone. So this song is really taking an essence of me looking at the world and kind of saying, you know what? There's a lot happening in this world every minute, every hour. And it's about how much of that love, how much of the power, how much of the standing up, how much we can believe, how much we can achieve in the moments that we have, knowing that these are very, very precious times, as I'm sure some of you realize as you mature in age. You know, you realize how important the time that you have with the people that you do have around you is. And my mum has been in hospital for the last kind of couple of months, and I think also that has inspired me to understand how precious the time is. You know, I have one mother in my life, and I just want to continue to do the right thing that I feel is right in every minute, every hour. Try to feel as much love, try to feel as much power, try to stand up where I need to, and to achieve the best that I can as the human being that I have been born to be.
Wow, Randolph, thank you so much. That was beautiful. So, can we just start everybody by sending some love to Randolph's mommy? So,
Oh,
Randolph's
thank
mommy,
you.
this is for you, Randolph's mommy, and
Oh, thank you so much.
oh yeah, we'll all
Thank
be
you.
singing
Thank
for
you.
her in the second sing. I also want to say like what you're talking about sort of not knowing like science, what science can't explain, and I was thinking about all of the ways that science has done a lot of explaining about music and what it does for us as human beings, and we've all read a lot of that.
Mhm.
But I think when the pandemic happened and Zoom happened, we sort of like went into some inexplicable scientific thing. Like even if it took science to make the technology that is what this is, it doesn't explain
That's
like the bonds of this community, for example, or the ways that we're bonding with people we don't even see on Facebook Live in a music capacity, but in a really very
yes.
human capacity. And so you're
Yes.
speaking our language for sure when you talk about science and about all of this. Everything you just said is kind of right up our community alley here. So thank you for all those great words.
Pleasure. 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 It's it's a lot of it, we understand it's beyond us, how powerful kinetic energy is between people, because we are on this earth not to be solo on this earth, but actually to share the nuances of love. I mean, I don't think we can understand love unless you share it with somebody else. It's not just kind of like, oh, this is a love oh, this is great, I can just experience love. It's like love is experience when you can see it's been received, you can see that it touches people's lives, it lifts them up, it opens them up again, it makes a tear drop so that they can re-oil their system and just know that it's okay. And I think it's about sometimes just the empathy, the feeling of it is what is there. And, you know, when we see something, you know, we're visual people as much as we are. You know, I'm watching all these beautiful faces and I can see life. I'm seeing experiences. I'm seeing people sitting in their cars. You know, I'm seeing connections being made. It's a really powerful thing. I'm sure I saw a lady driving her car with her phone on.
Yes,
That wouldn't be working in this country. I'm telling you that right now. I
that
hope
would
she's
be
not
what?
from Britain, because I'm going to have to tell the police.
So we have a rule that says if you're driving with your phone on, you're not allowed to look at it. You're only allowed to drive and listen. So we know she's listening to that. Yeah,
Oh,
actually, we there's only certain states I think also where it is allowed here too, and
yes.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, what I really love about having you here, Randolph, is knowing that we're going to have you back because out of the 10,000 things on my list to talk to you about, we've just about hit one fraction of the first part of it. And I feel like we could just keep going just on the thing we're talking about right now. But I
We
want to
could.
switch gears just quickly. Yeah. Just quickly switch gears just because I'd love to get everybody in the room to know a little bit more about your work. So can you tell us a little bit about your new album, about your workshops, and let's start there.
So as I said, I'm in a writing mode. I haven't written anything for the last couple of years. I think a lot of it down to just vulnerability of, you know, can I speak the truth? Can I just say the truth? But this year, something has compounded so strong for me that I just have to speak. I have to speak it as it is. And so this, I'm putting an album. It's a kind of like working title, Transcendence. And it's about love. It's about all the three things I think I spoke about: love, humanity, and everything that humanity is going through at this present moment, and higher intelligence. I'm really curious about this whole world of intelligence in terms of just technology and AI, and you know how this is impacting on our world, and the integration of it, and as well as, you know, something that is divine and divine intervention. So I'm just playing with what it is, but a lot of it is actually just about me singing again and enjoying my voice, enjoying putting my voice out there again. Not even for the just, it's when I say it's for me, I want to just bring something which is for humanity, but it has to be truthful. It has to be as truthful as I can make it. So that's one side of it. And in a parallel universe, on another side of things, as I'm focusing on this, all of a sudden I've done lots of work with voice and movement in particular, so voice movement work. And so this has kind of caused me to travel to different countries, and I was recently in Senegal working with dancers to help people to embody their voices more. And this was all spurred when I met this kind of practice called voice movement therapy, and I got a scholarship to go to Boston, Massachusetts, in particular to Martha's Vineyard. And I was there for like a couple of months, no, actually a year. I went back and forth between the UK and Martha's Vineyard, and I was learning, exploring this work. And then my two teachers, after I finished, said, "Okay, Randolph, right, what do you want to do with this work? You can work with children, you can work with therapeutic arts form. What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I'm going to be a musician. Bye-bye." And I literally just left. And but what it brought me was, I knew the work would come up because it was so profound. And so because of it, I used my voice in quite an extraordinary, for me, it was, what I realized is for the community I was in, it kind of really stood me out on my own because of how I saw the voice. And I started to use voice as a kind of phonetic tool as well. And this allowed me to reconnect with my roots of the Caribbean. My parents are from a place called Grenada. And I used to listen to my dad's voice, and I'm just like, my dad's voice, you know, he would speak like Randolph, you know, he'd speak in this kind of tone in his voice. And I would always be just like, oh, where is it all come from? And then I was like, hold on, if you take the English away, Randolph. So if I'm talking to you like this, Randolph, this is me talking to you. Take away the English, take away the and I realized the roots of my dad's tonality was so rich. And so I started to put it into song. I just wanted to start to create with songs. So I started to use the phonetics. Imama kisana mudukululu yitamayana no yamatukune metike namme kitike yala nule yedella sele mulu pupele memo hipaya ulmayeneni yelele emmayeneni gemmele emmani gemmane anunana. So I just started to, thank you. I just started to work with using my voice and phonetics. And this was all encouraged by the voice therapy work, which I did. And so now I'm focusing more on kind of retreats, and that kind of part of it is a more embodied opportunity. I'm calling it primal voice, because for me, the voice is a very primal, instinctual instrument, and we are part of nature, and it's that discovery and that exploration and that development has led to us being upright, but as well cognitively we still have feelings. And the famous phrase that I use is, before there were words, there were feelings. And that's where we started. We started with a feeling. When I came out as a baby, my mum told me how I came out. You know, she said I came out like, you know, until I was picked up. I was scared. I was just scared of the world already. But yes, you know, so I think it's understanding how powerful emotion, feelings, and the cognitive sense of kind of like that fusion is for us as human beings. So the work is about the unconscious. It's about people having an experience where they just are able to breathe more in the world, are able to use that voice more, express more of themselves, but it's from somewhere unconscious. And that's it. That's the basis of it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, tell me what question to ask you that will get me some more of the phonetics as the answer, because I want to I'll say things and then you can just make those sounds again, because that was really incredible.
I can totally, if you want to.
So before we go back into singing again, can you, so first I want to shout out your other two albums, I think Precious and Untamed, is that right? And
yes, so
okay.
Precious, you'll get more of the so the song that I just sung, that's on the Precious album, and that's called Indigenous Man, that particular song. And then there's a song called Precious as well, which is about my mother, and that was my mum and my dad and all the people who have actually just been there, who have supported me. So, and if you look on YouTube, you'll see versions of Precious as well. So Randolph Matthews singing Precious at the O2 Arena, the Albert Hall. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. And then Untamed was when I went more down a kind of more jazz vocal route. Yeah, so there's a song on that called Untamed. I think it's the last song, which again is about, for me, is about, you know, just me kind of talking to the world and saying, you know, some people have to go down particular roads, you know, some people experience things in a particular way, You know, we have governments that do things, and it just seems like, you know, we've come so far, but we're still untamed. We're still tussling with just being our full selves, you know. And yes, so those are my two. Even though Untamed is actually not, I've given a Bandcamp link, but actually Untamed, the album, isn't on Bandcamp. I just realized it's not on Bandcamp. So it might be a case that you might have to look. I think it's on iTunes. It might be on iTunes.
Okay, so while you're singing again, Katie will poke around and find something to stick in the chat for everybody
Thank
and
you.
in the comments on Facebook. So do you think we could maybe chat for a second about storytelling as a way for you to sort of segue into singing again?
Yes. So storytelling is our ancestral way of expressing humanity and expressing mysticism, expressing truths and untruths, expressing thoughts, expressing aspiration, and documenting journeys. In Africa, the griots were the ones that held the tales of kings and queens and nations. The folk singers, the Greeks had the great poets, and who would go around from town to town with lyras, and the great, you know, amphitheaters that would tell stories of the gods. So storytelling is always part of our tradition. It's always part of how we pass down also family heirlooms in terms of just who somebody was. And I will go back to my mum for a moment. One of the key things that I felt that I nearly lost, knowing that my mum is getting a lot better now, is I was feeling that I was going to lose the family tree from my mum, because she holds it in her head. And if you ask her about one person, she will tell you about 40 people who are connected to that one person. I think my mum has a photographic memory, but I'm very scared. I'm very scared that she will go and I won't be able to document it quick enough. So this is when you realize how powerful storytelling is. And that's how I'm feeling about storytelling. Is I continue to tell my stories, but I almost am trying to document a story. And so this particular song, for example, has a story. It is, as you can hear, it's about, you know, people standing up, but these always start with sometimes one person standing up first. And the vision of the song was really about one person. It was about somebody called Emily, this imaginary girl called Emily. And Emily they tried to put her down. They told her lies. They frowned at her. But somehow she kept rising up. Somehow she wouldn't give up. So she took to the streets with her kindred family, and she was keeping her voice high. She made everybody else's spirit fly. Every minute, every hour. Feeling love, she felt the power. They stood up to believe. They stood up with Emily. So storytelling is what I think always, you know, if you give context to why a song was written, you know, there's always a story. There's always something that's happened which has encouraged that. Maybe you're sitting in a park and you hear somebody talking on the phone. There's always something which triggers it, which is about us being humans. And humans all humans are storytellers. People don't, some people say, oh, I'm not a storyteller. Everybody has a story because everybody has lived a life. Everybody is living a life. My son is 13. He's got a story to tell me. He's always got stories to tell me. Some of them are really silly, but they're really beautiful stories to have. And I've told my children stories that I know that they're going to tell to their grandchildren. When I told them stories when they were, you know, in their beds, and I would tell them stories that I made up about the Manaku monster or Muku, my imaginary friend. You know, it's now held with them to talk and to tell stories. So it's such an important part at any stage in our lives.
Thank you so much, Randolph. So we would love to hear your story again.
Okay. Here's another version of the story. Now bringing in Emily first, and then we'll sing in the next section.
Emily, Emily, they tried to put you down with their lies and their common frowns, but you keep on rising up. Oh, Emily, you won't just give up. Oh, you'll rise yourself on the street with your kindred family. Oh, you keep your voice moving high. Emily, you make the spirit fly every minute, every hour. Feel the loving, feel the power. Feel you are standing up. Oh, Emily, 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 stand up. Emily, you gotta stand it up. Emily, Emily, Emily. You see, it's up to us to decide not to back down and put our hearts on a crown for the world that we want to see as a light away some harmony every minute, every hour. Feel the power on the loving. Stand up, Emily, stand up, believe, stand up, Emily, stand up, achieve, Emily, 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 stand up. Stand up, Emily, yeah. We're gonna stand up with you, yeah, and that thing. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're gonna stand up together every minute. Every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and achieve. Stand up and believe. Yeah. Sweet love, energy. Every minute, every hour, feel the love, feel the power, stand up, and believe, stand up, energy, every minute, every hour, feel the love, feel the power, have the power, stand up, and believe, stand up, energy, every try to keep us down with the lies and the frowns, but we'll keep on rising up. We won't be giving up. We'll be on the streets with our kindred family. Keep our voices high, make our spirits fly. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power. Stand up and believe. Stand up and achieve. Yeah. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power, feel the power. Stand up and believe, stand up and achieve. Every minute, every hour, feel the loving, feel the power, stand up and believe, stand up and achieve. Yeah, it's up to us to decide not to back down. We're our hearts as our crown for the world we want to see. A light away some harmony. Yeah. Every minute, every hour, stand up, every night, stand up. Feel the power, stand up and believe, stand up, energy. Every minute, every hour, feel the love, feel the power, stand up, and believe, stand up, energy, stand up, 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 energy, stand up, stand up, stand up, all right, stand up, yeah, stand up, gotta stand up, stand up, whoa, yeah, whoa, stand right, yeah, whoa, stand right, yeah, stand up, stand up, energy, stand up, energy, yeah, stand up, all right, stand up, all right, energy, stand up, all right, stand up, energy, believe it. Everybody gotta do believe it. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Stand up, 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 and achieve. Stand up and believe. Yeah, stand up and achieve. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Randolph Matthews, everybody. Okay, as Arne would say, let's just breathe that in. Randolph, thank you so much. That was so
Pleasure.
precious.
Pleasure. I feel very, very honored to now know so many more people. And I'm wishing you, every single one of you, good health, a rich life, an extended love to all of your connected people who are with you in your community, in your space, and where you are in the world. Look after your body, look after your mind, look after your intentions. Hold your dreams high. Hold your dreams high.
Thank you, Randolph. We're holding you in our hearts. I see you getting loves and hearts from folks in the room. Thank you so much again for the beautiful
Love
song.
hearts, I love it.
Give it up for Randolph, please, everybody. Thank you so much again, Randolph. That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
Hope to sing with you
Pleasure.
again sometime.
We
And
will. I would love that. I would love that.
yay. I was going to say before we close out today, so definitely check out Randolph's website. All of his links are in the chat here and in the comment section on Facebook Live. Also want to say that Randolph talking about storytelling and the fact that everybody had a story is reminding me to talk about what everybody already knows, our StoryCorps project, which is to say, I'm going to remind everybody, we have a StoryCorps site on the StoryCorps community page, our very own Daily Antidote of Song StoryCorps site. And that is the space for all of you, and I'm looking at you all right now, to record your own stories and share them with our community and with folks at large and with the Library of Congress, because that's where they're all going. So please check out our StoryCorps page. We're going to put that link in the chat here and also on Facebook. Because Randolph said it, everybody has a story, and we don't have time necessarily in the universe to hear the entire story of all of us here in this room, but you can load it up there and we can all listen to it and learn more about you. And wouldn't that be the most beautiful way to be able to reconnect or to connect with each other in yet another deep and meaningful way? So Randolph, thank you for the reminder about everybody's story being important.
It wasn't me.
Oh, who was that? Let me think. Oh,
I'm just a conduit. I am just a conduit. I take no ownership of any of it.
see? Now we know what was on his notebook this morning when he woke up. It said, oh,
Yes.
remind Joe about StoryCorps. See?
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Randolph. That was really beautiful. So another reminder to everybody in this room and anybody out there on Facebook who wants to join us here in the virtual room, we are going to segue after we say our goodbyes today into one of our Santidote reveal parties. It's going to be an opportunity for folks to show the gifts that they got through the mail from their secret Santidotes and to find out who they were from. So if you want to join us in here, you can go to carpediemarts.org, Daily Antidote, and you will find our virtual room on the screen there, and you can jump in here and join us. All right, one more hand for Randolph Matthews joining us today from the UK, and we hope to sing with you again. Thank you and goodbye, Randolph.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care.
Bye. All right, and I'm
Bye-bye.
going to do goodbyes to everybody in this room so that you guys who need to leave got goodbye, and anybody who needs to stay, I will see you again, and you'll probably get a second goodbye. Pauline and William, thank you so much for being here today. And Phil, of course, thank you so much. It was really quite lovely to watch you playing the piano along with Randolph. He was so amazing. Arlene, thank you so much for being here today. And Kevin and Becky and Susan and Cricket and Dan and Willard and Amanda and Miles and Laris and Susan and Annette and Ruth. I should say, whether you gave gifts or received gifts or not, you're welcome to stay for our Santidote reveal party, part 1, because we're doing 5 of them all week long. Nancy then and the cow and Bob and Caroline and Bob and Mabel and Fred and Mama and Papa Curly Top and Deborah and Michelle and Steve. Oh, Deborah has arrived. And Cliff and Lynn and Hoda and Deli and Gary, who's maybe eating an apple and cheese, I think. And Aloysius and Dory and Ollie and Diane and Luda and Leah and Katie. Thanks for running tech today, Katie. That was fabulous. Kathy and Chico and Andy Taylor. Nice to have you with us today. I'm not sure if you're new to us. Oh, hi, Andy. And Jane and Storm and Ralph and Kat and Ann and folks off video, Jamie and Lynn and Archie or Hindi and Cliff and Lynn in Vermont and Tom in Nashville and Hindi 1 and 2, Dick and Kathy and Victoria, maybe finally getting out of their PJs, and Sandy in Western North Carolina. So that's goodbye to everybody here. And now help me wave goodbye to everybody on Facebook. Bye, Facebook. See you tomorrow.